Hello, everyone. This is the Professor. Now, many people have asked me through private messages, comments, and just via Facebook and Skype what my thoughts were on the return of Toonami. Now, I want to say that yes, this might seem a little bit late to answer those questions and everything, but I wanted to actually wait until the series, or not series, but actual scheduling started. And it started last night. Toonami came back officially last night. And I wanted to wait until this happened before I put out my thoughts on Toonami and what they're doing. Now, I must say this as a disclaimer before I start off. I didn't actually watch it. What I did was I looked at the scheduling. I looked at the scheduling and I saw there were two new series and I've checked those out. I've watched the first episodes of each of those. I don't have satellite, I don't have cable, I don't have Cartoon Network, I can't afford it at the moment. But I have looked at the scheduling, I've watched the two new series they've introduced, so I can give my thoughts across, because I've seen every one of the other series that they're showing. And the thing is, Toonami, what they're doing is a lazy route at what should have been done. They're bringing back Ghost in the Shell, standalone complex. I've seen it. It's a good anime. It's pretty good. It's decent. And they're rehashing it. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's a Dragon Ball Z Kai for Full Metal Alchemist. And I never liked Full Metal Alchemist to begin with, so I couldn't care less. I don't like this. I don't like the series. It's overrated, and I don't like Vic Mignogna, either as a voice actor or as a person. I don't like Vic Mignogna. Then they're also bringing back Cowboy Bebop. Great anime. Love it to death. But why would I want to make sure I take time out of my week to turn on my TV, make sure I'm watching Toonami at the right time to watch Cowboy Bebop when I've seen it a million times before? Why would I want to make sure I'm watching this and giving them ratings for Cowboy Bebop when I've seen it so many times before? They're also bringing in Bleach. Over freaking rated. I'm sorry, Bleach is overrated. Anyone who's a fanboy of Bleach, you just deal with it. It's an overrated anime. Much like Naruto, it's overrated. There's nothing special about it. Nothing whatsoever. They're huge action fight animes, much like what DBZ was. And DBZ laid the groundwork for everything to come in of this sort. And I like DBZ. I like Dragon Ball Z. I do. But Bleach and Naruto are overrated. There's really nothing special about them. Now, I will say Shippuden, Naruto Shippuden made it a lot better. It's a lot better than what the original Naruto was. It kind of took a more interesting story arc upon itself and had an actual focus behind the series. So, but bringing in Bleach itself, I don't see the point. It's an overrated anime. People have seen it already. They've seen it many times before, and they're going to start at the beginning of the series when they're as far as they are into the actual series, episode 200 something. You're going to start at the beginning. What's the point of going back to the beginning of a series that you can do this online? You can watch the beginning of the series online. You can watch it from beginning to end online now. So I just don't understand it. Why would you bring in Bleach and Full Metal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop, and Ghost in the Shell to Toonami? Why would you rehash these series that have been shown on Toonami before and Adult Swim? Why would you do this? We've seen them so many times before on TV. What is the purpose of me making sure my sorry ass is watching TV at the time that they come on for Toonami? Now, as for the two new series they're bringing in, Sis Hearn Sins, it's interesting. It's a remake of the original Sis Hearn. It's a remake. It's a reboot. And it's okay. The original series I thought was decent. I didn't think it was fantastic myself, but this one does not make up for four rehashes. And then they have Dead Man Wonderland, which I've watched the first episode of, and it was pretty interesting. It was pretty cool. I'm kind of interested in watching and seeing what the rest of the series is like. But I'm not going to watch Toonami for it. I'm going to watch it online. I'm just going to watch it online. Then I can't watch it Toonami because I don't have Toonami at the moment. But I'm going to watch it online. That's what I'm going to do. I think Toonami really went about this the wrong way. What they should have done, if they wanted to make the scheduling good, if they wanted to make Toonami good, what they should have done is instead of bringing in four rehashes and two new series, they could have said, okay, here's what we got. Here's 4 or 5 new series that we haven't shown on Toonami or Adult Swim. Here's 4 or 5. Say like Rosario Vampire or something like that. Bring in that into it. Bring in Deers. Bring in some of these other anime that they haven't shown before. Bring in Chobits. It's an old one, but this one you haven't shown on Toonami before. But bring in 4 series they haven't shown before, 4 or 5 of them, and then rehash one of the old ones just for the nostalgia that people are wanting. Like Cowboy Bebop. One of these good ones. And play it alongside of them, but bring in 4 or 5 new series. And on top of that, everything that they're showing is an action-based anime. There's no diversity here. It's all one genre, action. All of them are action, from what I can tell. Even Dead Man Wonderland, from what I can tell. Sis Sins, they're action anime. They're not diversified here. What they should have done as well, on top of bringing in 4 or 5 new series, is bring in different genres and expand these minds of people who watch anime. Expand their horizons. Right now, people are like, oh, well, action anime is the best, or comedy anime sucks, because there's none that are on mainstream, really. There's not any mainstream comedy style or drama style anime out there. They could have brought in some of these and open it to the world of anime fans. They could have done this to a point where it could have been great, but they didn't. They went a lazy route, and they brought in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Ghost in the Shell, Bleach, and Cowboy Bebop, and then 2 new series. A lazy fucking route. They didn't have to go through and get licensings for new series. They took it lazy. They took it easy. They just said, oh, these little anime nerds out here are going to watch it because they're going to nut job and orgasm over the fact that we're bringing Toonami back, and they'll watch it anyway. We don't give a shit if we show them what they want. We just want the views and the ratings, and that's the only reason they brought it back. If you don't like it, too bad. That's what it is. They brought it back just to get views and ratings from you. And they're doing it in the laziest route possible. And for some reason, people were still excited about this. People were still going, oh, this is awesome. Toonami, it is back officially. Yes! But it's the same old shit. There's nothing new to it. 2 new series between Dead Man Wonderland and Sister and Sins does not make up for rehashing and rerunning 4 old series that they've shown before. It doesn't make up for this shit. It does not. Now, I might just seem like some out-of-control hater or something of that sort. I don't care. This is my opinion on it. This is my thoughts. People wanted to know my thoughts about Toonami. I waited until the scheduling came out. I waited until they aired for the first night. I wanted to get the official of what was going on. And I'm just unimpressed. Kind of disappointed. I, myself, when I first heard Toonami was coming back, I was like, yes, that's awesome. I don't have Cartoon Network, but it's still great to know that they're bringing it back. I'm glad they're actually catering to the anime fans on Cartoon Network like they used to. I'm glad they're actually catering to us. I'm glad there's actually a network that's actually going to show us some stuff we want. And then they did what they did by rehashing 4 old shits. It's a disappointment. I was excited about this. I at the time was wishing I got to find a way to get cable or satellite because I want to watch Toonami. I want to get back into watching Toonami because it was awesome. And then they do this, and I'm sitting there going, fuck no, I ain't going to go out of my way to get this shit. Not gonna happen. So, I don't know. It's just a disappointment. It just really is. And if you don't like what I have to say here, too fucking bad. I said it. And I'm standing by it. It's a disappointment, it's a letdown, and it's a ripoff. It really is. You're gonna make sure that you give ratings to shows you've seen before. Now, if you haven't seen Cowboy Bebop before, if you haven't seen Fullmetal Alchemist, if you haven't seen these shows before, cool. But for most of the anime fans who remember Toonami, who remember it when it used to be on, and used to have a bunch of anime shown on Adult Swim, we've seen these. Now, for the new generation, the new anime fans that are coming in, cool. If you haven't seen them before, watch them on Toonami if you want. But those of us who've seen these series a million times, why are you watching Toonami? Why? Why are you tuning in and giving ratings and views to a series you've watched before a million times just to have to wait another week for the next episode? When you can watch this shit online. And even then, altogether, you can watch each one of these series online. I just don't understand why we throw a fit over Toonami. At least not at this point. So, there it is. That's my opinion. I'm not impressed. I'm disappointed. And I feel kind of, even if I hadn't even watched the show yet. I haven't watched Toonami because I can't. I still kind of feel kind of ripped off because they're just going the lazy route. They could have done so much better. This could have been great. Them bringing Toonami back, it could have been a fantastic ordeal. But no, they screwed it up. They went the completely wrong route. Way to the far side of the route of where they should have went. And I know there are fanboys and fangirls of Fullmetal Alchemist, and there are fanboys and fangirls of Bleach who would hate what I have to say. Because honestly, they're both overrated, and I don't like either one of them, to tell you the truth. And the fangirls of Vic Mignogna would definitely hate me for saying he's a horrible human being and he's not a good voice actor. So, but nonetheless, guys, this is the Professor. You asked my opinion. You wanted to know what I had to say about Toonami, and here it is. So until I see you all again, adieu.